Basketball Podcast, episode 219. My phone is so slow right now as I'm trying to retweet the stream. That's good. Good stuff. My God, this thing sucks. All right. June 20-something, 23rd, 2024 is the date. This is our second episode of June. I believe we did one early June for Kasparas Jakashonis.
Yeah, and at the end of that, we talked about a guy named Will Riley, I think. So
probably, yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, so Will Riley announces today in a not very good Instagram video live. I don't know why they didn't have it closer to him, but sure, whatever. He's coming to Illinois. His mom said that he's going to come to workouts in July, so he is reclassing. This will be the highest ranked player Illinois has ever gotten. Number 9 nationally. I mean, according to 247, except when he reclasses and then he's like in the 20s to 30s. But I don't think you take that into consideration, do you?
Okay, yeah, sure. Go ahead and don't do that. I guess everybody's doing that. We're just all pretending. But other than that, I want to say Marcus Liberty is one that people have said was the best, the top player in his class, but that was also 1987.
Before they started doing this stuff,
I guess. But yeah, I mean, it's good. I don't know. I just don't like sitting and waiting around for 2 weeks when we all know it's going to happen. And
yeah,
why couldn't he announced last Sunday?
So they showed a video after he announced of them FaceTiming like Underwood and I assume Antigua. You couldn't really tell from the video. But he committed last Sunday to Illinois. He asked the staff to give them a week so he could do like a commitment, thing with his family and friends. And then, you got reporters out there just breaking the news for him. So that's one thing I hate about media is like, just let the kid do it himself, right?
I mean, who okay.
Who cares? I care.
Yeah, who cares?
I'm sorry you don't care because you're a media guy. Big media guy over here.
No. It's part of part of their jobs. Maybe you should tell them the rat who's on the inside of the program to shut up.
That's true. I think he's an assistant coach though. So
well, tell him to shut up.
Yeah.
His fault.
Sean, what's going on? Ethan hates Will's shot. Yep. Did you see that he dropped 42 points last week on 19 shots? A lot of tough threes. A lot of tough threes. It might not look pretty, but man, it goes in.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that. It's not fluid. It's fine.
The question now is, what's Illinois do with all these players? Like,
Trey White should get ready to learn Chinese.
Is Will Riley going to start on this team?
Absolutely.
Where are you going to start him? Because he plays guard in high school.
Illinois is going to have the most wild card lineup in program history. Like, I have no clue what they're going to do with this team. And I think, would you be that surprised if they were like 6-5 in non-conference? Like, the schedule's really hard. It's going to take time for them to figure it out with this roster. There's other teams that they're going to be playing that are going to be going through the same thing. I think Arkansas and probably Alabama a little bit in terms of you're not getting a ton of guys back. And continuity is something that's become less and less prevalent in college basketball. But I think I wouldn't be that surprised if this team was like 6-5 in the non-conference. It's not really a knock on them either.
Right. I mean, it's a tough schedule. They just announced Arkansas, I believe, right after we did our live show last Wednesday.
Thanks, Whitman, douchebag.
Yeah. Thanksgiving against Arkansas will be played on CBS directly after the football games, which is
that's exciting.
Pretty cool.
Who would have thought it'd be these two programs like 7 years ago?
That's true. David wants to know if we just got a one and done lottery pick. I don't know if he's a lottery pick, but it sounds like he'll probably be a one and done. First rounder is what they're saying. I don't know if he has lottery talk going on right now, but that could also change.
I mean, if you were to look at teams that have won national championships, having a one and done top 20 pick is usually something that those teams have. Not always, but the last two UConn teams had that. Jordan Hawkins in 23, Stephon Castle in 22 or 24. Both of those guys were one and dones. Kansas, I don't really think they had a one and done in 22. They had Agbaji, who got drafted in Browns in the league, but having NBA guys matters, I think, if you want to take it to the next level. I know a lot of people are like, oh, we're just looking for the best college players, which, that's kind of a tough way to do that or to go about that in terms of roster building. But I do think that, having NBA guys matters, and Illinois has a bunch of potential NBA guys as Sonny Gray serves one to a left-hand hitter and breaks up the perfect game. I was a little distracted while speaking there.
That's great. David says, can you please explain reclass? Don't you need to complete certain requirements for graduation of high school? Can you just say when you graduate? I think, and I don't know this isn't fact or anything, but a lot of these kids that reclass are in like prep school. I'm back. My internet sucks. All right. There are a lot of them are in prep schools, so like Will's already 18. So
he's 18.4.
He's almost 19.
He'll be 19 in February, so mid-season.
Yeah. So I think that has a lot to do with it. It's not like kids that go to, Pana High School or some random high school reclass into another one. It's usually kids out of prep schools that are old enough. I don't know about Kylan Boswell. I know he was at a prep school in Arizona, but he was still 17 when he went to college. So it's not. I wouldn't call them real high schools, I guess. Like high schools we're used to that we go to. So
Kylan Boswell is only a year older than Will Riley. He's an 05 and Will Riley's an 06. That is one thing that's encouraging about Will Riley is that he is already over 18.
Yeah, he's technically would be a freshman without reclassing. I mean,
he's going to get a couple months. He's going to get a couple months to work out here, which I think is also a huge part of this. And obviously, I think there's talent there. I just thought that upon watching the first film I saw of him, I was like, man, his shot does not look very good. But your shot doesn't have to look good.
Doesn't have as long as it goes through the basket, right?
And will I spin this because I want Brad to look good and what he's done for the program and all that stuff? Yes, I will spin this and say it's a great get.
Yeah, and I mean, this is the Antigua effect, right? I mean, Antigua's coming.
Yeah, which, by the way, Jeff Goodman, like I remember him saying last season.
Called him the right name. Whoa.
Yeah, well, I threw him a bone there. I remember him last season saying something to the effect of assistants don't matter as much anymore. That is so insane to just sit there and pretend like it's all NIL. Obviously, NIL is a big part of a lot of this, but you still need to have assistants who are able to not only identify talent, but form relationships with talent. And it's not just an NIL thing. It's so dumb and so stupid, so lazy to have that take. And I remember him saying that at some point last year. It's insane. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah. I did notice, like, in the one video that I saw today, like, he takes a lot of tough shots. Hopefully he can, bring that back a little bit. Bootsill asked about his defense. I don't know if he has much. I guess that's something that he's going to have to figure out. I think it's hard to judge guys' defense in prep schools, personally, because it's all about scoring. But he's gonna have to get a little bit stronger, but he has a great frame. I just think, they list him as a small forward. I just wonder if he's gonna play, two guard off Boswell, or where exactly you're gonna put him. Because now we got Kasparis, we got Big Hummer.
Are you worried about the fact that he's kind of just been a guy who's started to blossom in the rankings because of playing well in the spring and summer at the Nike EYBL circuit? Thoughts? Maybe he's not as good as he's been playing.
Are you saying that guys just have good runs?
Yeah, like Scotty Scheffler right now. He's not this good.
Sean says that he's good on defense from what he saw. Won't happen, but my favorite lineup that we have is Merez, Humrickhouse, Riley, White, and Boswell.
6'9", 6'8", 6'8", 6'6", 6'2". I think Ivisic. I think Ivisic has to start at the 5.
Yeah, and I don't know if Merez and Riley, like 2 freshmen starting.
Yeah, I don't see it.
On
Especially
a team
with
that people think that has a chance to do something really good. I don't know if I see 2 freshmen starting, at least not early.
What's this team's ceiling right now, you think?
Man,
I'm going to say Sweet 16.
I mean, honestly, I think they have a lot of talent. It's going to be how that talent meshes and what happens. I would say right now, Elite 8.
I would have said last year's teams. I would have said last year's team ceiling was the Sweet 16 as well, and they surpassed that. So I think a big part of why they surpassed. I think a big reason why I would have said that. Jesus, Lexi Thompson not play well. I think a big reason why I would have said that is because Terrence Shannon was not the guy that, like, he was really good, but they became a different level last season. So I don't know.
Still says Thomas Slav has to start at center.
I think I would go Boswell. It's so hard. Let's try this one on for size. Boswell.
I don't even
Rogers,
know the guys we have right now. Can I get a lineup?
Boswell, Rogers, Humrickhouse, Riley, Ivisic. I don't know. I mean, you have to think Riley thinks he's got a legitimate chance to start. And I don't know. It's weird because I don't know what his ranking is going to be. I know his ranking's not all that matters, but like if he was number 9 in the 24 class, he would absolutely be starting right away. So that's the tough part. I just don't know.
I don't know either.
Good luck to Brad figuring this out.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's not a terrible problem to have.
Boswell, Tomislav, and Riley are probably guaranteed starters.
I would probably only guarantee Boswell right now, just because give it a little time.
That's true. Sean thinks top 3 in the Big Ten probably finish Sweet 16. I mean, it's so hard to judge potential before they're on the court. So you can say, yeah, Illinois got 3 to 5, NBA prospects and this stuff. That means a lot, but throw them on the court. That's what matters.
Yep.
So, I'm just glad that you're just not hating on them completely. Like
I don't want
people change your tune from the lives we've had.
I don't want people to think that we're like hot take artists.
That's true.
So I stepped back and I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? Why would I complain about Illinois landing a top 20 player? Now, am I annoyed at the tendency of Illini Twitter to overrate or overplay things? Yes, but what am I going to do about that? If they want to enjoy themselves and then bitch and moan like little bitches the whole season when Illinois is not playing as well as they expect, then go ahead. It's the same people who talk about how great these players are, and then if they lose to last year when they lost to Penn State, it was like the sky was falling. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's annoying. So the annoying part of our social media is that people who know nothing get phones to type stuff.
Should take away idiots' phones? Is that what you're saying?
No, just should be a way to like auto block morons. I don't know. Whatever.
Since Riley is Canadian, did Hawkins help Brad get him to Illinois? I don't think so.
Well, that doesn't make any sense, but
Hawkins is a Californian, right?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
He played at Prolific Prep. And Riley played at the Phelps School. So
where's that at?
There. Looking it up. It's in Philadelphia. I figured it was in Pennsylvania. I remember somebody saying that. Malvern, PA. West of Philadelphia.
Coleman Hawkins is from Canada?
Nope.
Is he really?
No, he's not. He's from Sacramento.
That's what I thought. He was always from California.
I mean, Sean, what are you doing? Sean
Yeah.
just comes in here and says things, and half of it is
You
just,
just
like,
start
what are you even saying?
It's all right.
I guess.
All
Free to
right.
fire.
Yeah. You got anything else on this kid? What do you want to do now?
Nope. Good player. Yeah, good. Terrence Shannon.
Oh, you do want to talk about that stuff? Okay.
The commercial on my left was. Oof.
It's been a minute since we had one of these. So you guys that catch the live, this stuff we've already talked about, but we'll talk about it again on this for the people that listen, audio only. So Terrence Shannon Jr. was found not guilty. Again, it took like 90 minutes for the jury to make a decision. So draft is this week. Is that correct? No idea. All right.
No, next week.
Next
no.
week.
This week. No. Next week. No.
Is it in June?
Week. Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday. I think I looked it up already.
June 26th, clown. Yeah, it's this week. Wait, why is it 2 days? Are they seriously splitting? Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
If there was one draft that needed to be 1 day, it was this one. That is so dumb.
Yeah. So yeah, anyways, Terrence Shannon found not guilty. Whitman has come out and said that his jersey, his number, whatever you want to call it, will be raised into the rafters. Got it right that time. A lot of people are, and this might catch some heat. I don't know. One of my buddies is not happy with Josh Whitman. He loves what he's done for the program. Not happy how he handled the Terrence Shannon situation. He would like an apology from Josh Whitman.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Does this person have any idea how any of this works or no?
I don't know. He's going to listen to this, and then he will be able to tell you what you think.
I don't understand. Like what? Okay.
Okay. I'll tell you what his thoughts are. Josh Whitman is the one that first put into practice the reason why Shannon missed 6 games. So that was his policy. He's the one that did it. And now he feels like that this is just like I'm sorry, but this is my apology. Not a real apology.
Do you think the majority of situations where this would be put into place are legitimate?
Legitimate how?
Like legitimate, like things that are like if Shannon did what they alleged he did, and another student athlete actually did do that, and then they got suspended because of that rule. So, like, I think you make that rule with the assumption of, I think a lot of these situations are going. No, I think a lot of these situations are going. Like, I think these universities have to kind of cover themselves. I think that was Illinois' way of doing that, and smartly, Shannon's legal representation countered it with the TRO, and I think that's how it works. I mean, you can't just you can't just sit there and not have anything in place for any of this. If you're a huge university with a ton of I don't think it's as simple as Whitman, going out of his way to. I just don't get how you can blame the athletic director for that.
Because it was his.
Does this guy think that U of I has like 13 students? Like, Jesus.
I don't know what that means, but sure.
Yeah, University of Illinois is a little.
I'm just saying, I get the stance of everybody is like, oh, nobody's better than Josh Whitman when he's the one that actually suspended him for the 6 games.
It was automatic, though. That's
automatic because of the plan he put in place without due process. Okay. I don't know what you want to argue. I'm just saying that, I can see that side of it. Is what I'm saying. I'm sorry that you can only see one side, and you're like this all the time, Ethan. I'm sorry. That's you. My bad.
I'm like Sahali Golf Club in Mamimish, Washington, where the KPMG Women's PGA is so narrow.
Anyway,
no,
I said that I love Josh Whitman. And that was his response back. I'm just throwing it out there for something for us to argue about, okay?
Right. I just don't. I think that you need to, if you're trying to blame an athletic director for that, first of all, you need to know how much the athletic director is doing, how much how much they have to do and how much they have to protect themselves and protect the university. I think that's one of those things. Is there probably some flaw in that rule? Obviously, yeah.
There clearly
but
is.
you can obviously
literally
attack it.
passed it. You can't do it anymore.
Yeah, well,
They
they
literally took
attacked
Terrence's case and said, you can't do this anymore. So
it's kind of weird how you just agree with all your friends. That's pretty close-minded. I don't
what
know.
do you mean I agree with? I'm the one that said I liked Whitman.
Yeah, but like this guy's reason to hate Whitman is because of this. Like that's just
I don't know if he hates him. I think that he hates how he handled the situation.
See, my initial
there
thought
can be two different things there. Like you don't have to have both.
My initial thought with what you were saying is that he disagreed with Whitman's decision to put Shannon's jersey in the banners.
No.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought at first.
No, he just thinks that it's a poor way to apologize without apologizing. So
he's a fucking athletic director. Like I don't like he's not just gonna.
I don't know. I mean, maybe maybe it was put my name in the rafters, or I'm going to sue the shit out of you, Josh Whitman. I don't know. How do you know?
I find that hard to believe, but maybe. I would say the word that I would use for Whitman's job in this entire situation would be politics.
Politics. We love those. Anyways, glad I brought that up.
I think you have to. I don't know. I think if there's there was an arrest. Like he got arrested. Like there was like, I know he was found not guilty, but like the university couldn't. I think even if there's not a rule there, Whitman still has to suspend him. You get arrested.
But the thing is, like now you can't even do that. So
I would need to read more into that.
Yeah, go ahead. Coach says, can't read that last name. Should be fun to watch regardless, bearing locker room drama and individual roles, but hopefully Brad learned from Sky Epps and the Matthew Mayer dynamic.
I don't know what Matthew Meyer did wrong, but everybody brings him up.
Anyways, Terrence Shannon getting his name up in the rafters. Jasper Johnson visited Illinois also since we had our last episode. 5-star number 9 in the class of 2025, I guess, even though Will Riley's number 9 also kind of confuses me, but here we are. Yeah, Illinois. Do you think Illinois is going to start landing 5 stars now, just consistently with the Antigua back? Seems that way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Jasper Johnson's going to end up here, but I hope he does.
Really? Where do you think he's going to be?
Quality ball player. He's going to go to North Carolina, is my guess. I don't know if they're pursuing him, but I can see it.
Can you tweet that out with a little crystal ball next to it for me, so we can say Ethan Carter had it first?
A little early for that. I've gotten tons of things first, and nobody gives me credit. I mean, I broke the Dan Hurley story, everything.
Who's Dan Hurley?
So, okay. The coach who took Brad Underwood's head and dribbled it down the floor. It's a shame.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Coleman Hawkins is going to K-State and basically threw Brad under the bus, is what people are saying. He said that if Brad coached better, they would have beat UConn.
He basically said the game plan was not great, which I think everybody knows.
I didn't really listen to it, so that's what Twitter told me. So I was going with it.
Yeah, I just think people have too much time in this offseason. Like, it's too much.
It's true. Let's play basketball 20 every day of the year.
I just don't understand, like, why did Coleman even do that interview? I don't know. I mean, good for those guys getting them, but he's talking too much lately, I think, maybe.
Yeah. He tweeted something out the other day.
And I know, oh my God, if Coleman sees this or his dad sees, he's like, oh, you're trying to silence that. Who cares? First of all, nobody watches us. That's number one. Number two.
Your pick is awful, apparently. Apparently he's going to Kentucky. You're an idiot.
That's what I meant to say. I meant the other blue team that isn't Duke or Kansas. Why are they all blue? Why are all the blue bloods blue?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Like, even if UConn is considered a blue blood, navy blue. Kansas, right. Blue. North Carolina, blue. Duke, blue. Kentucky, blue.
Do you think if they were all red, they'd call them red bloods?
Great question. Thanks for asking. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. What I don't know is why nobody entered their
UCLA
into the UCLA blue.
UCLA blue.
That's why Indiana. That's why
Obviously.
Indiana's not a blue blood.
Nobody
right
seemed to care about the Josh Whitman stuff. Does that
I
make you
thought
mad?
I thought people would put their opinion there. I just don't understand. Like, I don't know. I just don't think we have to criticize everything. Like, it's a hard job. You know, it's like being president of the United States.
Yeah. How much longer do you think Josh Whitman's at Illinois?
I'll give it 3 years.
Okay. Where do you think he'll go?
Then we're in trouble.
North Carolina?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I just don't think everything has to be criticized. What the hell just happened? There's people throwing stuff on the green at the Travelers right now, and a guy just ran into the bunker.
Heck yeah.
While Scotty's about to try to 2-putt to win.
They're trying to be the live, man.
No, it's some sort of climate protest, probably.
Oh, is there orange smoke bombs going off?
Yeah.
I think that's their thing. Yeah.
God, idiots.
Keep that stuff in Europe. Jeez.
Scotty's got a 1-shot lead. Anyway, this is very distracting. Yeah, see, this guy's right. This is what
Whitman did his job. He was protecting the university.
Like, that's literally his job. His job is not to, do what all the fans think he should do.
I mean, he almost hurt the university, though, because, like, if Terrence really wanted to attack him, he could. The big question is, will Edmonton complete the comeback? I don't know what that means, but
yes.
I don't know. Gary's going to be in here soon, Bootzilla, telling us that this is Illinois basketball podcast. This is not the live show, okay?
Yeah.
When's that game?
Tomorrow night.
Fantastic.
I mean, these protesters need to be imprisoned. There's shit on the green now. Scotty's got to make this putt.
Play it where it lies, Happy.
2 putts to win. It's like kind of in front of the hole. That's the problem.
What's in front of the hole? Paint?
The shit that was coming out of there.
They're not going to sweep it off?
There's just a bunch of cops standing on the green now. What is wrong with this country?
They usually aren't doing it over here.
At least they didn't attack any of the players. I don't know if Akshay or Tom Kim could have stood up for themselves.
All right.
Yeah.
Are we done?
I'll leave it up to the chat if they want to throw anything out there before we go. So
Bootzilla says, thanks, guys. Sounds like it's over. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things for us. We appreciate you guys. We will be back Wednesday night, I guess, for a live show. If you are not following us on YouTube, go follow us on YouTube. Do a live show. We talk about stupid stuff, and it gets a little out of control, but you get to listen to us talk about BS for an hour. So
absolutely, and
come enjoy that.
We'll have another podcast episode sometime in July. We'll figure something out, I think. And it'll be
Ethan's
good.
Gonna get some big name on here or something, right?
Definitely. Coach Brad Underwood joining us in July.
Good.
There you go.
All right.
All right. Well, so everybody, Wednesday night. Goodbye.